Well, the folklore has it that my grandfather was a restless young man. His arrival in Crow's Nest, which is really a hamlet some distance north of Toowoomba, he arrived there with his family as a young man, and he took on one of those sheds in a railway siding, which is the end of the line, and he just went into business. He was trying to sell, market anything that he could find. And stories of him selling pigs are quite legendary now in our organisation. But he was selling anything and everything. He had seen an auction performed somewhere else. He thought people needed this service, and away he'd go. But he wasn't auctioning everything. He was selling insurance, he was selling equipment, farming equipment. Model T Fords were one of his early products that he carried. But it was the auctioneering that finally we became an expert at. Well, he came to Brisbane as an unknown, and there were already the established companies in Brisbane. At that stage he was approaching 50 years of age. So he came to Brisbane unknown, probably not a lot behind, not a lot of assets behind him, and he put his shingles up and became an auctioneer. And he sought property no matter where it was. And he was selling farms and businesses as far north as Maryborough and Gold Coast, anywhere he was able to attract business. He had great pride in what he stood for. The name of the company was basically his signature was the actual logo. So he not only was his name, but it was his signature. My father, Alan, took it to a clear leadership position, particularly in Brisbane, and really creating strength outside of Brisbane as well. My father's key role was post the Second World War, where he came back and really revived a business. I mean, all businesses had been stalemated during the Second World War. I think often we don't realise just how gutted commerce was during that period of time. His momentum and great skills, he was a very fine auctioneer as well. Really took the company forward post that time. He created the springboard. All I've done is just jump on it, and that was a bloody good springboard. I think third generation, our job has been to really take it into a national and a fledgling international operation. And the fourth generation, we're going to have to ask them what their intentions are. At our centenary, we didn't want to be someone who had finished a race and it was flopping over the finishing line. We've got to 100. That's been our biggest achievement, and now we're lying on the grass. What we wanted was that we'd hit the tape on the 100 in the best shape we'd ever been. It was a fantastic event. We always said afterwards, if we had our centenary and we didn't miss it, we took full advantage of it. Both my brother and I have sons in the business. They've taken key leadership roles. We've become now quite a big family. So like 7 or so members of our family are now working in the business. There's a fantastic pride. A nightmare is selling the business and then waking up in an absolute perspiration and thinking, oh my God, thank God, that's just a bad dream. It's the worst, it's a bad dream sort of stuff. It becomes part of your personality. It's the fortunes of the company and are deeply bedded into my own psyche. You develop a love for what we stand for, a love for the people that we have. I count myself as the luckiest guy. I wouldn't change places with anyone on this planet.